Today, we will be looking for this year's newest Hot Wheels cars. Cars, and coffee. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever and wherever you are watching. It is good to have you here as we welcome a new year. That also means we welcome a new list of Hot Wheels cars for 2024. Now, looking through the list of 2024 Hot Wheels, there are a few standouts that I would like to highlight. This is Hot Wheels Wiki, which is a great website and a resource to take a look at different Hot Wheels in all the different years. So right off the bat, this Mazda AutoZam is a wild looking one. Another one that I would really like to find is this Ford GT40. There are 3 different colors and an exclusive one there. That would be another one on my list. This Plymouth Barracuda is also a really cool looking one. There are 3 different colors as well. I am a fan of those old classic cars. What else? A couple really cool Volkswagen trucks are highlighted this year in the Hot Wheels Hot Truck series, including a Ford Ranger Raptor. Another one that I would love to find is the Nissan Skyline RS. This looks really cool, followed by also the Honda Civic SI and Porsche 911 Carrera RS. That looks like an older one from the 90s or maybe the early 2000s. From the Hot Wheels Screen Time series, there's a really cool looking Back to the Future time machine in hover mode, which is that's fantastic. Other than that, we'll be looking for a few of our treasure hunts. Not all of them have been released, but a few of them have been, like this Experimotors Hooligan car. I know there is a BMW. The BMW 507 is a super treasure hunt this year, and that's just a couple of them. Well, enough talk. Let's see if we can find this year's newest Hot Wheels.
All right, well, it is a dark and stormy night here on the West Coast. It was actually snowing this morning, and in classic BC fashion, it is now raining, and all the snow that was on the ground is basically gone. Nonetheless, we're about a week and a half into January, and we're gonna see if any of the shelves have been stocked with these new cars. Now, our first stop is a place where I was pleasantly surprised at the amount of Hot Wheels that were supplied there, so I'm hoping for the same luck tonight, and that is none other than the Real Canadian Superstore. Here we go, baby. I am layered up tonight. I got a hoodie underneath my jacket. I am double hooded. Now, the Hot Wheels were back in the corner by the toys, and there were tons of them, so I'm hoping we find some good ones today. All right, I think I have found our first batch Hot Wheels, and I do recognize some of these on the list for 2024's releases, including this XC40, the Volvo. Haven't seen that one before. I think I recognize the Corvette, one of the Fiats there. This Dodge D100. I recognize some of these, so I'm gonna take a look and see what we got. One of the ways that you can figure out what year the Hot Wheels was actually cast is by looking on the bottom. Now, the back of the card says 2021, but can't really see it in the light there. Oh, there you go. It says S26. Now, that code on the bottom actually tells us that this was cast and getting ready to be released last year for this year. And I'm gonna put a chart on the screen right around here, and those letters tell you what year the Hot Wheels were made and then getting ready to be released. So hopefully that helps you find some Hot Wheels in a year that you're looking for specifically. We're gonna take a little deep dive, and I'm gonna pull out a few models, and I think I'm definitely gonna be picking up a couple of these to bring back to the studio today. Found my first 70 Plymouth Barracuda, and this is a beauty. Definitely going to be taking this one. All right, we are going to see if we can, and bingo, another set. I definitely saw this on the list for this year, as well as this guy. It's a really cool looking one, limited grip. Very cool looking cast there. Wow, very cool looking cars here. And oh, there it is. The Mazda AutoZam. That was the first one that I saw on the list on the Hot Wheels wiki page. Crazy looking car. All right, we're gonna do another scan. There's sometimes massive bargain bins around here, and oh, there's some cool Lego there. We're gonna see if we can find any more of this year's releases. So far, so good. And literally, as I walk around the corner, boom. I gotta take a dive in here and see if I can find anything good. Here we go. Found this USS Enterprise NCC 1701 now. I'm more of a Star Wars guy, so I'm gonna let this one stay there. Sorry to anyone who's watching and is a Star Trek fan. Now I know that people have varying opinions on whether you should keep a carded collection of Hot Wheels or if you should keep a loose collection. Now, I have some loose, I have some carded, but it is always sad to see when these get just absolutely mangled. Like, this guy doesn't even stand a chance. Whew. I actually don't think I've seen it ripped off the back like that. Anyway, back to the hunt. We grabbed a few Hot Wheels, and I'm gonna grab a couple of groceries, and then on to the next stop.
We're gonna take a quick pit stop at... You can't see that. I thought you'd be able to see it out the window, but you can't. Ooh, got some dramatic mood lighting. We are going to take a stop at Walmart. Here we go.
Oh, thank you.
Now, Walmart has been very hit or miss. Maybe they will have restock today, but I still never found a treasure hunt or a super treasure hunt in the wild. All right. Okay. See, we got another bargain bin. Rest in pieces to all the cards. And I think we have some 2024 models here. I recognize that Humvee on the list. I also recognize this Proton Saga. Very cool casting there. And they got a nice supply of some Matchbox cars as well. Let's take a look. I always like to take a look at the green light collectibles. They have some really cool pieces here. Found one of the chase cars and I found a couple other ones and I left them right there. So first come, first serve. As I was leaving, I found the oddest looking Rubik's Cubes in here. Gonna have to check these out. All right, we did pick up a couple of items. We are going to head back to the studio and we're gonna take a look what we found today. I will see you soon. We are back from an evening of Hot Wheels hunting. It is good to be warm and dry, and it is time to see what we picked up today. First up, we have this 70 Plymouth Barracuda. This is the one I saw on our list earlier, and I was really excited to see that we found it in Superstore tonight. Next up, continuing the blue theme, we picked up this Volvo XC40 Recharge. This is part of the Hot Wheels Green Speed. I think this is just a fantastic casting. I like the gray wheels. I love the decals on the side. I love the detail with the fog lights on the front, lights on the top, at the roof rack. There's a lot of really cool things going on with this Volvo, and I'm a big fan of Volvos. Growing up, had lots of Volvos in the family, and this is a really cool one to add to the collection. And we did actually find a Ford GT40. Man, this is just, I would say, arguably one of the nicest cars of all time. I actually recently watched the Ford vs. Ferrari movie and found that I grew in my admiration for this vehicle. At our second stop, we did make a couple pickups, and the first one is this Nissan Patrol Custom. This is from the Hot Wheels First Response series. We got our Mountain Rescue Nissan Patrol car here, and I picked this up because it really gave me the winter vibes. And if you tuned in with us last month, we did do a video where we were looking for this year's winter Hot Wheels, and we were unsuccessful. So I picked up this one. It kind of felt like it was part of the winter series, even though it's not. This is going to be a nice consolation. Second to last, I actually picked up another off-road vehicle. Now, I'm not honestly a big off-road vehicle guy, but I just love these big, beefy vehicles. The custom Ford Bronco. This is part of a special series. We got the beautiful artwork on the back car. This is just a wild-looking custom Bronco. There we go, bouncing around in the car. Just lots of cool things going on with this car, and I wanted to pick it up. Last but not least, I made an interesting pickup. I saw this. I looked at it immediately and knew I had to have it. So this is a 5-car stack from Matchbox, and these are all wagons. Starting from the top, we have our Audi RS6 Avant. Then we have a 1964 Ford Fairlane wagon. Really cool looking car. Then we got our Cadillac CTS wagon. Interesting color. This one's probably my least favorite out of the 5. And then coming down to our 59 Chevy wagon. Wild West Tours has got all the gears stowed up top. Very cool. And this one's probably my favorite. The 1971 Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser. Man, look at the wood panel on the side there. I love the blue tone. I love the 3-spoke rim there. I'm a big fan of wagons and hatchbacks. I picked this up, and that finished our hunt for the night. Before you go, drop me a comment down below. What Hot Wheels car are you most excited about finding in 2024? Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later.